two other main areas I want to get to. One is the border. You are, among other things, the world's biggest fence builder right now. We're spending many billions of dollars building a fence, virtual, real, ground-based radar. We're doing all sorts of things on that border. The question is twofold. One, how much illegal immigration can you actually stop with just a fence? And the second question is, you're also supervising customs and immigration, and we all know from reading the papers that we now, still 7 years after 9/11, don't have a system in place where we can track the exit of out of America of visa holders. So on the one hand, we're building this great wall of Texas and spending billions of dollars on that, but we can't track legal visa holders when they come here and whether they've ever left. So talk about the dichotomy there. And talk about the
that's, boy, I think, Jeffrey, you're playing straight man for me here, because I'm going to be able to get all my messages out.
Well, let me interrupt you then and go to the next question.
Let me start with the second question, which is a shorter answer, which is tracking people who leave the same way we track them when they enter, by getting their fingerprint at an airport, which takes about 10 seconds. We are capable, as we speak now, of doing that at all of our international airports. So why aren't we doing it? I'm going to go back to my prior answer. The airline industry does not want us to take fingerprints from people leaving the country because they fear that interferes with their business model, which is to have people come into the airport and go directly to the gate without interacting with any intermediate kiosk or intermediate individual who might slow them up for 10 seconds. So this is a classic example of something which Congress has asked us to do. I think makes good sense from a public policy standpoint, knowing who leaves the country as well as who comes in. And yet, because it's going to cause a little bit of inconvenience to a business, the business is going to put up a huge outcry and try to prevent us from doing this. So this comes back to my basic point. Homeland Security, in a sense, is always a struggle to put the welfare of the common good above the individual interest of a particular group or sector that's going to be inconvenienced by a security measure. Now let me come to the issue of the fence. The fence is not a cure-all for illegal immigration or for illegal drug smuggling or even for violence, which is increasingly a problem on the southern part of our border. It is, however, a useful tool. It is something that, in combination with sensors and technology, more border patrol, the ability to have internal enforcement, all of these things taken together do actually measurably increase our ability to prevent people from crossing illegally across our southern border. And we've seen the results statistically because we've seen a decrease on various metrics that were used to measure the flow. At the end of the day, it's my position, and the President's position as well, that the best way to deal with illegal immigration is to engage in comprehensive immigration reform, which recognizes that we're bringing a lot of people in to do jobs that aren't being done by Americans, and we ought to have a lawful way to do that that's open and transparent and protects the interests of everybody involved. Congress was not willing to give us that mechanism. So in the meantime, our position is pretty simple. First of all, we've got to enforce the law the way it is now. And second, I think we've got to prove to the American public, which I think is deeply skeptical about whether the government is ever serious about immigration enforcement. We've got to prove to the American people that we are serious about it. We are capable of living up to our promises. And I'm convinced that as we establish credibility with the American people in doing the enforcement side, we will lay the groundwork for going back, hopefully sooner rather than later, and now saying the time has come to deal with the problem with all of its dimensions, including the problem of the people who are here, already here illegally working, who are, frankly, a humanitarian as well as an enforcement challenge.